Welcome back, everybody. Relentless on Sports Talk, episode 18. Sorry about the wait. It's been a long time coming. A lot of things going on with my son, and tomorrow's the big day. He'll be committing to see when he's going to play football. So tune in tomorrow. It'll be live, Relentless on Sports Talk, 7 p.m. But getting to today's episode. Last episode, we talked about the AFC North preview, NFC North preview, and everything. So, a lot of y'all agree with me about the Ravens winning the AFC North. Of course, Keith wanted to say the Steelers, so we'll see. NFC North, the Vikings. I didn't really get any backlash from that. It was all Vikings. I mean, I think we all agree about that. So, we'll see. We'll see if those Bears and Nick Foles or whoever can come through. If not, we'll see. Today we're going to talk about the NFC East and the AFC East. And I'll have guest assistant today. Jazlynn will be here today to discuss some things. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about who we think is going to win the shortened baseball season, the shortened NBA season, the pros and cons of the two schools that our brother's choosing from, which one, which one she thinks that he's going to go to, if she knows or not. And so we're going to get into stuff like that. So that should be exciting. The first thing we talk about, of course, finally, Dak Prescott signs his franchise tag, whatever, $31.4 million, la 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 la. Good for him. You're rich. How do we feel about that? Does anybody really care? I mean, it's been a long time coming. I think we all knew it was going to happen. I mean, who didn't think that he was going to sign? He wants the money. Everybody wants the money. He wants to be a Cowboy. He knows it's the best thing for him to be. The paparazzi and the fame you get for being the Cowboys quarterback, yeah, that's what he's all about. That. I mean, he fits there, whatever. But hey, you better live up to the hype. You better do it this year, because if you don't, you're not gonna get that bread, buddy. Speaking of living up to the hype, being on the Cowboys, Jamal Adams out here getting recorded. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get traded to the Cowboys. Man, weak stuff all the time. But he finally did say 8 teams that he would get traded to. So let's think about this, guys. I want to get traded to one of these 8 teams: the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Texans, the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Niners, the Bucks, and the Seahawks. I mean, can everybody just say, I want to have a job where I'm going to be with the best every time? I mean, come on, dude. Now, granted, I know he's not supposed to say, yeah, I want to play for, the Redskins. I shouldn't be dogging my team, but whatever. But people are asking, what team would he make better? What team fits? I think every single one of those teams fits, and I think that he could put them over the top. I mean, the Cowboys need help in the secondary. The Ravens, they're studs. The Texans, I don't even see why he would want to go to the Texans, because, first of all, I don't have faith in Bill O'Brien at all. Bill O'Brien does not give me confidence. I did read somewhere that he was voted the worst coach in the NFL. With all these brand new coaches and rookie coaches, he was the worst. He said the Eagles. The Eagles probably could use him on secondary. The 49ers, I mean, jeez, their defense is loaded. The Bucks, go ahead and ride Tom Brady. And the Seahawks. Seahawks is where I actually think he fits the best. Wouldn't it be crazy if they made a trade and got Jamal Adams and Antonio Brown? Because they're looking at Antonio Brown, too. People sleeping on Antonio Brown, I'm telling you. Antonio Brown goes to the Seahawks with that roster and that coach, Pete Carroll. He loves anybody that can win. I'm telling you, the Seahawks could overtake the 49ers. A lot of people ain't saying it. I'm just saying, I'm telling you, the Seahawks can overtake the 49ers. When we get to that division later on, we'll debate that. Whole lot of talk about Colin Kaepernick, rightfully so. But I think we're talking about him in the wrong light, because of this, the Black Lives Matter and all that stuff going on. George Floyd. Now people want to talk highly of Cap. They weren't doing that before. Now we're talking about, we got to get him a job. I'm happy about that. But until I see Roger Goodell and all these other owners that are questionable with their thoughts about racism and stuff like that, Jerry Jones, speaking out and kneeling for the flag, then I'll agree there's a little bit of change going on. Cam Newton still unsigned. I know it's hard for him to get any kind of health checkups and all that kind of stuff, but Come on, dude. Somebody should be snacking him up real quick, especially if he's willing to take less money. Are you serious? Redskin Nation, are we high on Haskins? Could he learn a year behind Cam? But we'd rather have Cam's old backup. Come on, fellas. Come on. But then again, we might not even have football because the Hall of Fame game between the Steelers and the Cowboys just got canceled. So it makes me worry about everything. Keith, you might be right, baby. You said no football, no basketball. You kept on saying it. You kept on saying it. But I'm like, nah, the money. So we'll see. I mean, they keep on saying it's coming. But I don't know. I get worried. Especially when, like in basketball with Kyrie and all these boys talking about they're not playing. And now with my team, Avery Bradley's not playing, which I think is a humongous loss because he was a bulldog. I seen the highlights. They always show it when he's ripping, the Clippers, and he's all up in everybody's face. Like, yeah. We need those bulldogs on that team, especially with LeBron James, softy, and Anthony Davis is kind of a softy, and Kuzma, he got blonde hair, looking like Cisco sometimes, dying. Come on, we got a whole bunch of softies on the squad. I mean, Danny Green, I feel like he's a man, but we need that pit bull in Avery Bradley. But I hope J.R. Smith can get off the Henny and put the blunts down and actually play good first and know what baskets, what, and how much time's on the clock. So we'll see. Talk about NASCAR. First and foremost, let me get this out of the way about this whole noose in the garage or whatever. For anybody that's out here running their mouth talking about, see, they're out here planting stuff. See, they're just trying to build this up and do all this stuff. Jesse Smollett. First of all, you can go ahead and cut the channel off right now because I do not like that at all. That's crap. If you can't see that there's real problems in that sport and you're trying to use this as your way to say, see, we were right and you're wrong, then you have a problem. Then you need to look in the mirror. Regardless about the noose thing or whatever, whether it was there before, whatever, and it really was a noose, or whether it wasn't and it scared them, nobody should be scared of seeing a noose anywhere. Nobody should be scared to go anywhere, to do your job, or to walk down the street, or to do anything, or to get pulled over by police. Nobody should be scared by that. At all. I shouldn't be scared when a police comes in my restaurant, whether something bad happened to me. You know what I mean? So get off of that. That drives me crazy. But I will tell you this. The people in NASCAR stepped up in a big way. They showed me a ton that I did not think was going to happen, especially not this quick. We talk about football being the #1 sport in North America, basketball being the #2 sport, and baseball being #3. I mean, you can put them in any order you want to. I don't care. But hockey was always genuinely thought of as like that next 4th sport and in North American sports. I'll tell you what, with all this stuff going on with NASCAR, I will not be surprised if NASCAR overtakes hockey. I feel like it's going to have some new young bloods in there, new different advertisements going in. They're going to have probably different promotion stuff going on, different environments at the events. You watch and see. I bet you NASCAR is going to take off a little bit and get different fans. And different fans mean different everything. Everything. The whole atmosphere is going to change. And so I want to applaud NASCAR for their work and their efforts, especially so fast. It's crazy. But enough of the serious talk. Let's get into some debate stuff. We're going to bring in Jazlynn's here to help us here to debate some things. Say hi to everybody. This is Jazz. This is my daughter. She likes sports. We're a sports family, so we all love everything.
Can you tell?
So the first thing we're going to talk about is the AFC East, which has always been dominated by the Patriots. Tom Brady's gone. So this is actually a question for the next episode. Now that Tom Brady's gone, who's the best QB in that division? Is it Josh Allen? Is it anybody the Patriots going to have? Sam Darnold? Or is it going to be Tua? Or is it going to be Fitzpatrick? Who is it going to be? And give me your thoughts. We're going to talk about that on the next episode. But putting them in from 4th to 1st, I'm going to go ahead and do this division. You going to go and do the NFC East, all right? And we'll see if we agree or not. For the AFC East, I'm going to have to go to Dolphins, still the worst team. They're making improvements, yeah, but they're a long way to go. Long way to go. The Jets will be my 3rd one. I think they're close. I think Sam Darnold's coming around. I think people are giving him a hard time, but I think Sam Darnold's going to be all right. Number 2, here we go. I'm going to put the Patriots number 2. I'm going to put the Patriots number 2. I think the Bills were really close to them twice last year to beat them with Tom Brady. I think the defense is stepping up. I think Josh Allen, another year under his belt. I think that he is stepping up, and they got a good running game. I just feel better about them. Oh, and don't forget about my man Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is there now, too. So, I don't know. Would it be shocked if the Patriots win the division? No, because Belichick's a genius. But what do you think? How do you think those answers are? What do you think? That order's good for you?
Yeah.
You agree with that order? You think the Bills going to beat the Patriots, too? Oh, I'm surprised. I thought maybe she'd argue with that one. That's good. All right, so for the NFC East, let's see what you think, and I'm going to see if I agree with you. So who's going to be the 4th place team in the NFC East?
I think the Giants.
The Giants?
They got a new coach.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about that defense.
You right. I didn't even think about that, but you're right, because we got their safety on our team, the Redskins, but they didn't address the defense at all. I mean, the new coach, he's unproven. He was a special teams coach for the Patriots? I mean, I understand you were a coach for the Patriots and whatever, but... And you got Jason Garrett as your offensive coordinator, who was the sign of mediocrity, who was the coach for the Cowboys, so... I kind of agree with that. All right, for 3rd place, who do you think that's going to be?
Sadly, I think the Redskins.
Oh, the Redskins. Sadly, I probably agree with you. Why do you think so?
Because lately, they haven't been that great.
No.
And they have a new coach.
We got a new coach, yeah.
I'm still not sure about that quarterback.
I know, me either. I think this year Haskins is make or break for Haskins, man, tell you the truth. If he don't show up this year, I think that we're going to be sucky. And we probably draft another quarterback and probably be mad that we didn't draft Tua this past year. So, I'm going to have to agree with you there too, man. 2 for 2. All right, 2nd place, who you think?
A lot of people are going to disagree, but I think the Eagles.
What? No! You think the Eagles are 2nd place. Why do you think that?
They had a great They had a great season last year, but
they were hurt a lot, but they did good.
What about the health of the quarterback?
He's always getting hurt. I know. That's why they drafted Jalen Hurts. But yeah, I agree with that. What else about that?
What that young wide receiver?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They didn't have no wide receivers last year. Remember, they were playing with who knows who. And they did draft a bunch of wide receivers, man. If any of them come through, or if they make a splash, you get Antonio Brown. Or maybe Josh Gordon. He's trying to apply again for the 18th time. Stay off the weed, Josh Gordon. Gee whiz. So that means you ultimately think who's going to win the division?
The Cowgirls.
The Cowpatties. Why do you think they're going to win?
They have a great quarterback. I
don't know if he's great, but whatever.
He just signed.
Yeah, I guess that would make you great when you're making $31 million a year. Gee whiz.
And they work great together.
Yeah, they do seem like they got good camaraderie with each other, man. It's crazy. Especially when it was supposed to be stay in your house, don't do anything, social distances, and Dak Prescott want to have a big party, and Ezekiel Elliott looking like Ewoks, walking around like ain't nobody gonna know it's him out there eating at the buffet. Anyway. But I don't know. The Cowboys always get favored to win, go to the Super Bowl and everything else, and they never do. So keep picking them. Let's go Cowboys. We picked you in the preseason because that means you're not going to go any farther in the playoffs. Anyway. All right, so the next sports coming back. So baseball just signed. They signed finally after all this money issues, game issues, all this. It used to be 180 games. Now it's only 60. So I think it's going to be exciting. But I don't know. I think the small market teams are going to be better than the big teams. Like, I think, like, the Nats, who are a small market team, you know, and unfortunately, how crazy would this be? I think the Astros, after all that cheating that they did, they still got that veteran pitching staff that I think with a shortened season is going to help them. So, wouldn't it be crazy if the Astros wind up winning after they've been charged with cheating and stuff all the time? Well, who you think's going to win?
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
Who you think?
The Yankees.
You're a homer. You like the Yankees, homer. Why do you think they're going to win?
Because they're one of the most explosive offenses, and they hit the most home runs.
I mean, yeah, chicks love the long ball. Yes, you're right, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at the Yankees when they should have won when the Astros cheated anyway. So maybe it's probably maybe it'll really be Yankees and Dodgers the way it's supposed to be the past couple of years. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Maybe.
And basketball's coming back. You know, my boys just lost Avery Bradley, but I still think it's going to be Boston versus the Lakers, and the Lakers winning the championship for Kobe Bryant. I just hope so bad. Who do you think's going to win?
Even though we hate LeBron James or LePunk James, I think so too.
You think the Yankees going to win too?
Yeah. You mean the Lakers?
That's what I said, the Lakers.
You said they aren't her?
She's calling me out on TV, man. Come on, man. Yeah, the Lakers. Positive energy. If any of the teams got to win this year, I want the Lakers to win. So please win. All right, to the biggest story of the day. Marcus Robinson-Jenkins will be announcing his decision tomorrow here on Relevant Sports Talk, where he's going to attend school and play college football. It's either going to be local, right here, James Madison University Dukes, who is an FCS powerhouse, or it's going to be Alabama State Hornets, who is a SWAT team in Alabama, HBCU. So we'll see. What's your thoughts about what's your thoughts about your brother and everything he had to go through? What were your thoughts about him in the beginning?
At first, I was very scared about what happened when they beat, but
yeah, that whole Navy thing was crazy.
But I'm glad he got some offers.
Yeah, thank you. You got that right. We were all worried about that, especially this late in the game, because a lot of schools didn't have the money. They didn't have stuff going on. They already had their lineups. So what's your opinion on the two schools?
Well,
name some positives for both of them, in your opinion.
Positive for JMU, it's at home.
Yeah, that way we can all go out there all the time and see him. And he'd be a local hero out there. Let's go. All right, what else?
They were in the championship game last year.
They were. Championship game. And shoot, they've been beasting around there for the past few years. Yeah. And actually the coach for JMU recruited Marcus last year and gave him a scholarship to Elon when he was at Elon. So that they got a connection there too, don't they? All right.
And they have a really good team, obviously.
Yeah, really good team, yeah.
But for Alabama State,
okay,
it is a historical black college.
That's always something special that can't be overlooked.
And he can learn more about his heritage.
You got that right. You're going to learn a whole lot of different stuff down there.
And it would be fun to go to the game so I can see the cheerleaders, dancers, and the
I knew you were going to throw that in there. Because they get it in. HBCUs get it in. Battle of the Bands, step shows, the dance team, the halftime shows, all that. Man, it's going to be a tough decision. We'll see where he goes. I don't know. You got any thoughts of where you think, or where you would want him to go, or you just happy that he's going to go somewhere?
I'm happy that he's going to go somewhere, but also I want him to go to Alabama State, I think.
Really? You want him to go away and not be here? I'm surprised by that.
Because of the environment, and he would be a good benefit to the team.
Yeah, he
Even
said
though
he
I
would
will
play.
miss my brother, but
said he would play early, so yeah, but we'll see. It's gonna be a decision he has to make. But tune in tomorrow. We'll all find out together. Thank you, Jazlynn, for being on the show today. Great insight. I'm gonna argue with you on a couple of those little things, but very good, man. You did good. All right, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Relevant Sports Talk. Tell everybody, like, subscribe. Be ready for tomorrow. Tell everybody to tune in.
hit the bell so you can be notified whenever he posts a new video.
There you go. Thank y'all.